what's your status in the United States?
I'm sorry too, Elizabeth. You realize that you've implicated his son into a grand theft.
What kind of papers do you have?
Immigration.
I'm immigration, so what kind of paper do you have?
So obviously with everything going on right now, it probably wasn't the smartest idea to do a $2,000 shoplifting spree if you're an illegal immigrant. Anyway, today we have some of the craziest deportation moments and you won't want to miss the insane last clip.
Get ready with me while I explain how ICE took my husband and why we might lose everything because of it. We were at our marriage-based green card interview, which is like the last step to becoming a lawful permanent resident. We were totally expecting to walk out with a green card that day when ICE barged in the middle of our interview, took my husband, handcuffed him, and took him away. No explanation, no valid basis. Seeing as we were about to move back to Minnesota, where I'm from, he was our sole source of income before he was arrested. And now I'm sitting here trying to think about how I'm gonna pay for our rent and all of our bills while dealing with this disaster because they cannot tell us when he'll ever be released. I went from planning our future, starting to open up our own business, to now wondering where our next paycheck is gonna come from, how I'm gonna afford to live in such an expensive city. We live in San Diego. To try to fight this and get him out of custody because he doesn't deserve to be there.
Honestly, that is a pretty crazy story. It sounds like it definitely wasn't fair for the both of them, and I hope she can get this figured out.
Are those actual cells?
Yeah. The shoplifter detention area.
In front of everybody.
Sorry, just never seen this before.
Walmart watch.
This video is pretty wild, but at the same time, a lot of people think that they're gonna get away by stealing, and obviously when you shoplift, there's always a chance that you're gonna get caught and have to face the consequences.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
ICE Boston quickly takes down its next targets, including this illegal alien from Brazil who has an Interpol red notice for armed robbery. This Salvadoran illegal alien charged locally with rape and released by a sanctuary jurisdiction.
Señor, ¿cómo se llama?
And this Dominican illegal alien charged with assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking. Officers also arrested this Guatemalan MS-13 gang member facing gun charges. ICE says he was released from local custody just the day before. Their detainer request was ignored because of sanctuary policies. And in a sign of shifting priorities with the new Trump administration, this man, who was in the same apartment as the target, was also arrested after ICE determined he's also in the U.S. illegally. This is what ICE calls collateral.
So you guys got your main target just now, but you got somebody else. What just happened?
So our main target was released by a sanctuary jurisdiction, not honoring a detainer. That person was released back into the community, and when we went to go find him, he's with somebody else who was previously removed from the United States. So he's going to go today too.
And that is exactly what Border Czar Tom Homan has warned would happen.
If you're inside any country illegally and you're not supposed to be there, especially after having a criminal record, then it's clear why this would happen. And it obviously makes sense because you don't want criminals just roaming around like this.
Protect illegal immigrants or protect homeless veterans?
Illegal immigrants.
Why?
Because America was built off illegal immigrants and immigrants coming into this country. And I feel like they should have rights too, just like everybody else.
But they're illegal.
Well, there's a system to get them legal, so there's still people at the end of the day who treat everybody with respect and care. They're nothing different than you.
The veterans fought for the country, though.
Yes, but your homelessness is not something that other people should be paying for, and, you know, manage your money correctly, and you won't be homeless.
So obviously immigrants should have rights, and I don't think anyone is arguing against that. But at the same time, her argument doesn't really make sense because she says everyone should be treated equally, so we should also be protecting the homeless veterans who, like you said, fought for the country.
Ever since that day, I live with anxiety. I can't sleep. I don't feel well. This woman, who we will call Maria, says she did not want to use her real name, concerned she could be targeted. But she does want people to know her story. She told us, I don't want to go back. She's a mother of 3 children who are American citizens. She asked us not to show them. Maria arrived from Honduras in February of 2005. 2 months later, she had an order to leave the country after not appearing at a hearing, but she never left. I asked her why she did not go to the hearing.
Yo le dije al oficial, yo no tengo familia.
I told the immigration officer I don't have any family in this country or a specific place to stay. She told me she entered the U.S. through California.
Pero en ningún momento me llegaron ningún documento.
I never received any document and they did not know where I was going to be. This month she received this letter at her house in South Florida. She has been fined for more than $1.82 million.
It says that the government could fine an individual, an undocumented individual, daily $500.
Michelle Sanchez is Maria's attorney. She showed us the document Maria received.
They're supposed to say on the date that she was advised, and this is blank because they never advised her of the penalties.
Okay.
So that's going to be my argument.
The 1952 Act has historically rarely been enforced, but in February, the Trump administration announced it will penalize people living in the U.S. illegally under that act.
What she has is an order of removal in her absence.
Is that still accumulating even today?
Yes. It's
So that figure is increasing?
It could increase. For me, that is absolutely nuts.
Sanchez filed a motion to reopen her client's case last year under a policy of the Biden administration, giving ICE attorneys the discretion to reopen cases and lift removal orders. Have you ever been arrested?
Nunca.
When I asked her if she would voluntarily return to her home country,
Me dolería tanto dejar mis hijos.
it would be extremely painful to be separated from my children. This is their country. This is all they know. Please have mercy. I want to stay with them.
So I guess they determined the fine price by charging her $500 a day. You know, adding up to $2 million is pretty wild. And obviously when you have 3 kids that are all American citizens, leaving them would be an absolute shame. So I hope this woman can figure something out.
Active robbery in progress. DJ's Concord.
A lot of people are going to their local grocery store getting the 5-finger discount because there's no more money on their EBT.
Great Pontiac. Silver. Hope y'all like jam.
It's insane how these people don't seem to care at all, and they just keep loading the groceries that are stolen into their car. Guys, we all know we should never steal, and obviously it hurts everyone in the process.
You the third person that don't speak English in Walmart. Who can help me that actually speaks English? He speak you said amigo. He speak Spanish too?
Yes.
No, I need English.
Not speak English.
I need English. So you work here. Can you go get me someone that speaks English?
Not speak English.
I know that, but go get somebody that speaks English. You still have to assist the customer. Go get somebody that speaks English. Come on, let's go get English. English. Oh wait, how you doing? Do you speak English? Oh my God. Oh my Lord, excuse me, how you doing? Do you speak English?
No, mommy, but
oh my Lord. You the 5th person that speaks Spanish. I'm trying to find a jump charms. No, you're okay. I'm just appalled.
So the argument isn't about if a certain person should speak English or not, but obviously when you're in a Walmart in the United States where everyone speaks English, you know, there should at least be a couple associates who do so they can assist the customer.
Yes, I got deported after 20 plus years and 97+% of my life in the United States. ICE agents picked me up in Chicago and threw me in jail for 3 weeks because my parents did not file my paperwork correctly. They brought me to the United States on a visa, overstayed that visa, had opportunities to appeal it in court, and my father did not show up to court. Now I'm in the United Kingdom. I hate it here, and I am excited and ready to go back to the United States, but I have a 10-year ban to wait out, and I'm waiting to bring my fiance over because I had a wedding scheduled that I had to cancel. And it's taken everything in me to forgive my parents for what they've done to me and what they've caused. but I'll keep going on.
This video is just tragic, but I'm glad that this man looks like he still has hope, because even though his parents made him overstay his visa basically, eventually he can come back to the US.
One of my friends just got deported.
For nearly the last 2 months, she's left her business, customers, and more importantly, her family behind.
She's been here, she built successful businesses, gives back to the community, creates jobs for first timers, for high school kids, pays taxes. I mean, why would you want to remove somebody like that?
Her businesses remain open, serving the Peoria community fresh sushi rolls at 2 locations, as its owner sits in a detention center with an uncertain future.
Now, me and her wasn't incredibly close. She was hardworking, very nice woman. She was able to build 2 successful businesses. And to be honest, she's the type of people that we do need in our country. But you're legally in our country committing crimes, or you're illegally in our country and you're on the government dole, not adding value, you gotta go. If you're in our country illegally, or you overstayed a visa and you add value, we should evaluate those cases and spend our time on those. If we do not have a pathway to permanent residency or citizenship for millions of people that are in our country doing the right thing or trying to do the right thing.
So like her friend said, it is sad that she got deported because she didn't add anything but value to her community by creating jobs. Hopefully she can come back through legal means and continue to do great things.
My boyfriend got arrested about 2.5 years ago. He got sent to the immigration jail because he's not from here, obviously. And I came and I paid a $7,000 bond after 2 months after hiring a lawyer. And he was let out of jail. And then he had to go to court and all that stuff. And today, because on Monday, I received a letter that was just left at my door by UPS. This is said letter. And it's checked off. Purpose of bringing the person here is for an interview, it says. But it also says we would lose the money and he would have a warrant for his arrest. And it says alien. Alien. He's not a fucking alien. He's a human being. What the fuck in the world? What is wrong with people? Why the fuck do they have to put alien on here? They should have put non-immigrant. Or they should have put immigrant, not non-immigrant. They should have put immigrant on here. Why the fuck do they think it's okay to put alien?
When they say alien on legal documentation, obviously that's not a diss of any sort. That's just the legal term for someone who isn't recognized in the country legally. Hopefully this woman can get reunited with him eventually legally though.
These 2 illegal immigrants thought that they could go on the shoplifting spree worth over $6,000 and just get a slap on the hand if they get caught. Boy, did they learn quick. These 2 women, Genesis Michael Flores Reyes above and Carla Stephanie Soto Araneda at the bottom, thought that they could get into the family business of shoplifting because they're sisters. And when they get caught outside, they get pulled into their vehicle and they think that they're just going to be able to see the judge and get a bond. Listen to this.
Ya, pero escúchame, lo van a dar fianza, así que hay que pagar cash. Ya, mira, escúchame, quiero que me escuches tú. Yo tengo orden de arresto. A mí no me van a darme la libertad, no van a dejarme ahí porque tengo orden de arresto. Pero mañana te van a darte, hoy día o mañana te van a darte la libertad, sí o sí. Te la tienen que dártela porque no te pueden tener cercano.
Now, Carla seems to be a little bit more experienced because she says she already has an order of arrest, a warrant for her arrest, so she is not going to be released maybe, but she thinks her sister's going to be released. Now, she's telling her, look, I won't be released, but you will. And she tells her in Spanish, you're going to get a bond. And she said, sí o sí. And what that means in English is yes or yes. There's no no. In other words, you're going to get bail. You're going to be let out. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The problem is they don't realize that while they're having this little conversation, the officers in the background have already contacted immigration authorities, ICE, and when they get to the jail, even if once they go before the criminal judge for their shoplifting crimes, they even if they were to pay a bond or a bail, they are going to be transferred over to an immigration hold, and then they're going to go into immigration proceedings, and now they're going to have to see whether they're going to be allowed to stay.
Tengo hijo aquí, po. Ya, pero yo tengo un hijo, tengo familia aquí, tengo hijos, no pueden deportarme, po. Y mi hijo, yo no puedo ser deportado porque mi hijo.
And again, Carla, she thinks, wait a second, because I have a child, I can't get deported. An American child, he was born in the United States through, this whole law of being able to have children in the United States, automatically they're citizens, it's a loophole. But in any case, let me tell you something when it comes to immigration. I have seen people go into an immigration courtroom going, wait, I didn't have any status before, but I just recently had a child in the United States. That means I can now stay. And you know what happens? The judge looks at them and says, oh, you had a child? Okay, well, when you get deported, I mean, do you want to take him with you? Because that doesn't guarantee that you're going to be able to stay. And these ladies are now in immigration detention, awaiting proceedings before an immigration judge.
So obviously, I don't think I have to say it, but if you're here illegally, again, you probably should not be shoplifting and committing crimes additionally, because that'll just make it so much worse for you. But guys, just wait until this last clip because it's the craziest one yet.
Caleb Hammer had 2 illegal immigrants onto his show with over $420,000 worth of debt who do not pay taxes. And oh, by the way, the man doesn't like their house because...
Why don't you like the house? Because it doesn't have a pool. Go to a community pool.
I don't like my house with my huge mortgage because it doesn't have a pool. Sir, the fact that they were even able to get approved for all of this debt when so many Americans would literally kill to be able to own a townhome without a pool. But what's even worse is that if this couple were to be deported, they probably wouldn't ever have to pay off any of this debt because it is almost impossible to enforce once you are out of the country. Later in this video, Caleb actually stormed off because the couple refused to make any meaningful changes to their lifestyle. Again, they have come on his show to try to get help, to see what they could do to get out from under this mountain of debt, and they want to do nothing. When Caleb told them that they needed to sell the extremely expensive 4Runner and get a beater, the man responded with, no, actually I deserve a Tacoma. He wants an even nicer, newer car.
Honestly, I have no idea why these people even went on the show because it's clear that they didn't even want help, and I don't know why they would expose all this information and say all these things because this is a public YouTube channel. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Subscribe and like and comment which moment was the craziest, and I'll see you in the next one.